1MDB has sparked embezzlement and money laundering investigations across
one of the
at least
biggest
10
corruption
countries.
scandals the world has ever seen.
What may be the biggest financial scam in history.
A number of corrupt 1MDB officials treated this public trust as a personal bank account.
Follow us as we bring you into the courtroom where the biggest financial scandal in Malaysian history is being heard. By the Malaysian Insight, this is the Najib Razak 1MDB trial. It's Wednesday, 10th November 2021, and you're listening to the latest update from today's 1MDB Tanor trial. I'm Patrick Teo. Najib Razak's lawyer called former 1MDB former Chief Executive Officer Mohd Hazem Abdul Rahman a liar. Mardhiyah Mohamed Sirajkumar accused Hazem of conveniently remembering facts whenever Najib is implicated in the crime, however forgets when Hazem himself is directly involved. Hazem also in court testified that under the instructions of fugitive businessman Low Taek Jho, or known as Jho Low, he had indirectly lied to audit firm KPMG. The accused of this trial, ex-Prime Minister Najib Razak, 68, is currently on trial for 4 counts of abuse of power and 21 counts of money laundering involving 2.28 billion ringgit in public funds. When court resumed this morning, Mardhiyah continued to press Hazem for being in cahoots with Jho Low in strategy to mislead audit firm KPMG. She contended that Hazem followed Jho Low's provided talking points when in meetings with KPMG, whereas Najib had acted independently. Based on your witness statement, you have admitted that Jho Low had indirectly asked you to lie to KPMG. Hazem replied, indirectly, yes. What do you mean indirectly? Mardhiyah asked, also reminding Hazem that he is under oath to speak the truth. Hazem said, the documents given to KPMG were true and factual. It's not lying. It's just that it was not sufficient for them to complete their audit. Before Mardhiyah concluded her cross-examination of Hazem, she called him a liar. When it comes to matters that you were directly involved in, you conveniently forget, but with Najib's involvement, you remember. I put it to you that you are lying in court. I put it to you that you are trying to implicate Najib to escape charges. Hazem disagreed with all of the accusations. She also claimed Hazem as the real mirror image of Jho Low. You were the real mirror image together with former 1MDB Chief Financial Officer Azmi Tahir and former 1MDB Executive Director of Finance Terence Gay Cho Heng. Based on what I've shown you, Najib never followed instructions from Jho Low. Yesterday, the prosecution had said that Low was allegedly the alter ego and mirror image of Najib, and both of them acted in concert. Wan Izzuddin Wan Muhammad took over from Mardhiyah to wrap up the defence's questioning of Hazem, during which Hazem admitted in court his part in getting the state-owned investment fund into financial difficulties during his tenure. Wan Izzuddin asked, as you were the CEO from 2013 to 2015, you basically agree you ran the company to the ground? Hazem responded, what do you mean by running to the ground? The lawyer clarified, by getting the company into all these unnecessary liabilities. Hazem said, okay, to a certain extent, yes. But Hazem disagreed that his no-questions-asked approach to signing documents had enabled the misappropriation of 1MDB funds. Hazem was 1MDB Chief Operating Officer in August 2012 and later became the CEO in March 2013, a position he held until January 2015. Before proceedings ended, Deputy Public Prosecutor Muhammad Mustafa P. Kunyalam said that lead prosecutor Gopal Sriram would continue the re-examination of Hazem on Monday. Hazem, the 10th prosecution witness of this trial, is now finally off the witness stand since he stepped into the courtroom on September 14, 2020, after testifying for a total of 24 days. The hearing resumes tomorrow before Judge Colin Lawrence Sequeira, with former 1MDB Chief Financial Officer Azmi Tahir as 12th prosecution witness. Thank you for listening. This podcast was brought to you by the Malaysian Insight. It was written by Hayley Chung Wee Kee. I'm Patrick Teo.